You know, I really had fun last time seeing all the animals at SeaWorld, but now it's time for an inside look.
Let's go to the park!
Because periodically, SeaWorld gives people like you and me the opportunity to get a sneak peek at what they do behind the scenes with these beautiful creatures that live in and around our oceans. And there's a special prize for catching all the presentations today and filling out this card. So we've got a quest to complete. Let's get started.
Let's go.
Welcome to Dolphin Point's Inside Look. I want to introduce you to a bunch of the dolphins that live here at Dolphin Point. Dancing for you guys, we have Gracie, Kalohe, and Kametta. Sarasota just turned 3 years old, and here she comes with her mom, Toby. Great big wave back on this side of the pool. And we have 3 adult females, Dottie, Maggie, and Bugs. So for this particular enrichment fun playtime, we have some special guests here. Some of the Pets Rule dogs have come to join us. They're going to be on either side of these acrylics, and this is actually really fun and enriching for the dolphins.
Now guys, this is really cool for us to be able to see how these 2 different species intermix. We have our little 3-year-old in the pool. I think Megan was talking about that. And she loves interacting with our dogs. Our dogs are like, what? Those are dolphins? So Joey over here is super excited. Now besides the dolphins, you guys, you might see the trainers tossing some stuff over the glass. That's ice cubes.
How many teeth do a dolphin have? Anywhere between 80 to 100 conically shaped teeth. Very sharp, cone-like teeth. And believe it or not, they're actually interlocking like a zipper.
So we're going to go ahead and open the ropes around our pool for our dolphin interaction and our dolphin playtime. Are you guys ready for playtime? Let me hear it.
Oh, nice guy. All right, that's fine.
Now guys, you'll see the different types of
favorite toy. We're never getting that back.
Dolphins play with tongs. That's right guys, tongs are not just for dogs. Now these tongs are tongs that are for Great Danes. And the bottom of the tong is a small hole. And our tongs are actually filled with water. Our dolphins are trained. Our trainers can take the water and squirt it right back into the dolphin.
Make sure if she comes up to you with the toy, just grab the toy. Because right now she's at that stage where she wants to like put everything in her mouth and bite it.
So in addition to being super smart and capable of leaving the planet on their own, dolphins are really fun. Now it's time to go look at some seals and sea lions.
George loves his water bottles. We use plastic water bottles, and we know that he really loves kind of chomping on those things, and we use those water bottles. And so you'll see trainers take the time to reinforce the animals throughout shows, and that's why we have shows. Now for you folks, it may be the same show, you might be seeing the same show, but really for us it's a very different type of experience every time we interact with the animals. They never know what trainer they're working with, they never know what types of reinforcement that they're gonna be presented. Another beautiful animal, this is Jay. Jay actually was on the news quite a bit, believe it or not. First he was picked up at a lifeguard station in the kitchen area, in the sink. Found on the top of a jacuzzi in La Jolla somewhere. And then after the 3rd time he was reintroduced, they found him crossing a road in Del Mar. So they named him Jaywalker. Part of playtime involves, you know, establishing that relationship. We're just hanging out. Jay loves this, by the way. He slides up on the side and he offers that flipper. Min is very much a relationship-oriented animal. She loves to play. Min really does appreciate this free time, this playtime with trainers. And she's about 6.5 pounds. She's eating shrimp. Otters eat a lot. They eat a variety of shrimp and capelin, and we actually feed them cat food, believe it or not. There's that bottle you see there. We've stuffed that thing with ice cubes, and she's reaching for those shrimp. Animals like to work for things that keeps them stimulated. So what happens back behind the scenes in their homes, we actually have driftwood and browse and dirt and water. They've got freshwater pools that are warmed. And so we give them things throughout the entire day to keep them occupied. They destroy everything. So if you ever decide you wanted to have an Asian small-clawed otter as a pet, I would definitely recommend against that.
So the seals and the sea lions are really fun too. But right now, we ought to go see what's happening with the penguins.
But we've got some guys in the back that look a little rough. They kind of look like they're exploding with feathers. It's usually between 25 and 27 degrees Fahrenheit in the exhibit, and then our water is between 42 and 44 degrees Fahrenheit. And believe it or not, we actually get in that water every day to clean the windows so you can see our birds. Guys, this is our youngest bird in the entire colony. He's so cute. This is our last baby of the season. They go really, really fast. This is a very big layer of down, so even though it's 26 degrees in here, he is totally comfortable. Lighting is extremely important for penguins. They're going to base everything they do off the lighting schedule. They will molt according to the lights. They will start to breed according to the light cycles. I'm actually standing on fresh, real snow. By about 5,000 pounds per day goes on this exhibit. And we have over 400 birds in this exhibit, so it's a lot to take care of.
All right, well that was really fun. Say, does anybody have a penguin I could borrow? I want to write an article about all the cool stuff we just saw. But first, we oughter see what the next presentation is.
There we go. So there are soon going to be trying to dislodge the food, the frozen food, out of these tubes. So they mimic their natural behavior of trying to find out what meat items are in the shells. We have a total of 4 southern sea otters. They were all rescued as young pups. They were deemed non-releasable to go back out to the wild by U.S. Fish and Wildlife. They were rescued up in off the Central California coastline. In Pumpkin's case, she was born 2 weeks premature. This is her right here. She weighs 45 pounds. How adorable is that? Very hard at work, that one. There is a surrogate otter program where they can pair a pup with a female, and then that female will raise that pup as her own. Those younger animals can then be released back into the wild. We are going to become a surrogate facility for that program. Well, that's Coco over there. She's 7 years old. Pumpkin is 4. Their lifespan is close to 20. So the best thing that we can do as far as this population of southern sea otters, they are listed as threatened on the endangered species list. There are only 3,123 of them left off of our coast today. And so just keep our distance from them. They have a very busy daily schedule. They need to spend about half their day grooming and about a third of their day hunting and foraging for food. So when you see them, please stay about 5 kayak lengths away from them. They are flight animals, although they look very comfortable to y'all right now. Whichever way you'd like. Go that way.
All right, it's Toidle time. Oh, right. Not that kind of turtle. I remember. Well, that was a shell of a good presentation. Shell of wicked. I don't know what the shell I'm talking about, but I do know it's time to take a look at some of the park's most iconic residents. They're killer. But first, we're gonna stop by and see a few of my little friends.
They have scales, they have gills, they're cold-blooded. Now, if your hands are in the water, you're trying to interact with these fish, how do you do it? Put your hands in and they don't move. If they do come over, what are they doing? They vibrate their lower lip against your skin, and they're going to sort of suck the skin off your hand. Does anybody know where these glitterfish live? They live in the Middle East, in Iraq, and in Iraq, in very tough environments where the water can get upwards of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, what do they do when they're there? Well, they clean up scar tissue, they eat algae, they eat detritus.
Love those little guys. Arguably my favorite little creatures in the entire park. Love them. All right, on to the orcas.
Look how cute they are. Alright, so first off, let's introduce you to who's going to be hanging out with us. On your left, this is Ike. Say hi, Ike. In the middle is the one and only Corky. Say hi to Corky. And then this little stud right here is Makani. Who likes to play? Very good. Who likes to work? Who wants my job where I play? Play is very important because when you play, what happens when you play? Why is play important? Someone answer that for me. It gives you energy, very good, and playing also helps you get rid of some of the energy. Why else is play important? Exercise, stimulate the brain, I heard it. It's also how you build relationships with your friends. It's how we build our relationships with the animals. So play is very important. Killer whales are social animals. Part of their repertoire behavior is to play. Okay, so you've seen them doing that already quite extensively. That's how they learn. And as you can see, they're hanging out with the trainers right now. Looks like Caitlin's playing with a puppet, and Makani's trying to talk to it, and Corky's just admiring it. Because there's a researcher that's been studying killer whales for many, many years, and he's actually seeing the whales play less and less. Why do you think they're playing less? Food. If you're too focused on finding your food, you're not worried about playing. Luckily here, we do have a constant healthy food source, and they get to socialize with each other all the time. You guys are protected by this overhang here. They have a bunch of toys, and some of their toys are quite large and can weigh hundreds of pounds. That's why you don't always see us giving them toys while you guys are right in front, because they can actually take those toys and chuck them all the way over there and knock your drink out of your hand. There he is. Get it, Mom. Wow. All right, he's chasing it. Let's have him fall down. Oh yeah, there he goes. What a good boy. So I was saying the next challenge is what I want to come up with, and maybe all you young little kids out there, they're always good with all the technology. Someone needs to design me a way so that we can put the touch screen on the side for Makani so he can control the drone himself. That's some humor there, so don't quote me on that. And some other fun humor is what Ike's doing right there. He's showing you what happens when whales go to the bathroom. We are working on having multi-species in here. One of the ideas that we're actually going to be trying in probably in a couple weeks is we actually want to try a large, you guys know what a bait ball is? Fishermen, okay? We're actually going to try and recreate that down here, where we're going to be able to have the whales control various things in their environment. One of which, and I'm really excited about that I'm hopefully going to get in a little bit, will be a hydrophone that the whales will actually be able to vocalize into. So we will basically almost turn into one of those smart devices at your house where you can say, hey, so-and-so, turn on the bedroom light. You kids out there, you guys will be the ones that figure this out and come up with those crazy ideas on how these whales can interact with their environment and with you guys. Everyone here real quiet? Awesome.
That's called the true SeaWorld experience. All right, it's time to go turn in our passport and collect our reward. Quest completed. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. I really appreciate it. It was fun learning about all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes here at SeaWorld. We might just be back here for a little celebration that's coming up in the next month. So until next time, see you later. Wow, something's churning up down there. Hey,
quiet.